Welcome to Tov, the Jewish news channel. We have with us today Lizi Meiri, who is a social activist who became active with bereaved families after the Second Lebanon War and against the release of terrorists from Israeli prisons. Hello, Lizi.
Hello. Thank you for being here.
So you had a very special project recently, didn't you?
Yes. I saw the Queen of Jordan, Rania, denying the killing of babies. And she hit the most sensitive spot of mine and one of the painful, which was the killing, the slaughter of babies in so many atrocious ways, and the rape of the women. And I just couldn't hold myself, and I made a movie appealing her. And I told her, how come that a queen, what essence of royalty are you from, and how come that a queen supports terror? How can you deny when there's in all media, movies, photos, and for me, she's not different from any Holocaust denier. It's unforgivable.
So let's take a look at the film.
أنا يهودية وصهيونية وبدي أتوجه للملكة رانيا وللحركات الإرهابية في غزة. أول الملكة رانيا بدي أعرف من أي جينة ملوك أنت؟ كيف يمكن أنت ملكة تدعمي هذول الإرهابيين اللي عملوا هذه الجريمة البشعة أوسع من النازيون؟ كيف بتقولي ما في دلائل لقتل الأطفال؟ كلها موجودة في كل الوسائل الاجتماعية، صور، فيديو، اغتصبوا البنات، قتلوا الأطفال بسكاكين، قطعوا رأس الأطفال، حرقوهم عايشين، أوسع من النازيون. كيف ملكة تحمل أفكار تدعم الإرهاب؟ بفتهمش.
And another point, I couldn't understand how she's well educated, and I assumed that she got Western education. So how she holds such opinions, it's beyond grasp.
Did you get any response?
From her, not, but a friend, Eddie Cohen, a Middle East researcher, he put the movie to his Twitter, and then I saw thousands of anti-Semitic responses from Arabs, saying that they'll do more and they are glad and they are proud, and in one way I was shocked, but on the other way I knew that I made them angry, that they know that what I said is the truth. And I also in this movie I appealed Hamas, and I told them that they are cowards, and we will revenge every boy, every girl. It's not a coincidence that they raped girls, and it's in the Islam, they say, they have a phrase, the honor of the father is between his daughter's legs, and it's in order to humiliate your enemy. And it was very important for me to restore the honor, and that's what Jewish people, from our people, that's what people responded. They told me, you restored our honor, and it was very important for me to show the Arab world, that we are proud and we are holding our head up high. They hurt us, they caused us enormous pain, maybe they broke our hearts, but not our spirit. And I know that we will win this war. They won one episode. We will win, and I told them that this in the movie. I told them we will win because God promised this land to us. We are He chosen us as His people, and He will protect us.
And so you're saying that the rape of women, women, during the massacre and all the aftermath of the massacre, there's no point in denying it. It's part of their strategy, one might say.
That's one of ways of fighting the enemy, killing and raping, beheading. It's in Islam, and though Islam, you find places where it encourages to do that, and some places they ban it. They weren't as Muslims, they are not supposed to do it. And another thing that I must say about her words that was so painful for me, I have babies in my family. And when I hold these babies, the little kids, I look at them and I say, what monster can look at a baby and hurt him? Or I see another baby in my family, she's 1 year old, and I think to myself, a baby at her age was murdered. They kidnapped toddlers, babies. What are they doing to them? I can't sleep. I'm not silent. I can't.
I think we all share that feeling of incredulousness. It's impossible to understand, comprehend such unspeakable crimes against helpless victims, and no one is more helpless than a baby.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a red line that should never, ever, ever be crossed.
No, there was no mercy. And when I uploaded the movie, I wrote things that I forgot to tell them. And one of the things that I told them on October 7th, you murdered humanity. And I find myself, I say I'm honest. Now I don't have much. In the past, I had mercy for the people of Gaza, the kids. They always show how we hurt their kids, but we don't do it deliberately. They deliberately, in cold blood, slaughtered and tortured babies and kids. Yesterday, I heard a horrific story. I will not even share it with you because it's so. I don't think that when a person hears that, he can't. You can't tolerate it, and I said, calling them animals, it would be insult to animals. Only one word: monsters.
So why do you think the Queen of Jordan, who is, as you said, an educated woman, had her education in the Western world? She's a Palestinian. That's true.
And that's
but how would she dare to deny something? I mean, yesterday, a woman. Muslim Knesset member said something very similar, and she's apparently going to be driven out of the Knesset. Even her own party condemned her, for her own Arab party condemned her for those words. How can the Queen of Jordan allow herself to say things that are just beyond the pale?
Because this is her people, and I understand that in any price she will defend them, even denying such a horrific things. As I said, it's not different. It's any different from Holocaust denial, and it's horrific for me. It's unforgivable, and
well, I think we have to bear in mind also that Palestinians are a majority in Jordan,
and they say, and this is her hypocrisy. Her husband closed the borders. If she cares for them so much, so maybe she should talk to her husband and open the borders and take them. And by the way, I must say that I'm corresponding with Egyptians, Jordanians, Syrians. They all tell me, don't suggest sending the Palestinians to us. We don't want them. They are terrorists. Even though nobody, it's only outside they support them, but nobody in the world wants them. And it's really a problem that I don't know how we're going to...
And nobody seems to care if other Arabs kill Palestinians, like 200,000 Palestinians killed in Syria that Assad killed.
In Yarmouk...
If there are no Jews, there's no news, right?
And
thank you very much, Lizi Meiri.
Thank you.
Thank you to our viewers, and don't forget to like us and subscribe to our channels.